Hey everyone, it's Sarah and today I am here with my fall picks video. So basically all of the fragrances that I will be wearing this fall. So this was really hard to narrow down because in my collection these are the types of fragrances that I definitely own the most of. So I could have easily doubled this. I could definitely easily have twice as many fragrances here, but I have a ton as it is, and in the sake of time I definitely had to narrow it down. I may end up doing like a part 2 to this video. Let me know if you guys would like to see a part 2 to this video, because I definitely have enough fragrances to do a part 2. So anyways, with all that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into all of the fragrances that I will be wearing this fall. So the first one that I want to talk about is this guy right here. So this is the Lancome La Vie Belle Intense version. So I do have a mini of the original, and I really love the original, but that one can get a little bit nauseating to me. I have to use it very sparingly. This one, or not nauseating, I should say headache inducing for me. This one has a beautiful sweetness to it. This has a gourmand aspect to it that it's not headache inducing at all for me. So I love this fragrance. The difference with this one is it comes in kind of like this purplish blue kind of bottle with a little purple blue ribbon, and it's just beautiful. This one has a nuttiness to it that just is really, really grounding for it and just really beautiful. So let me tell you what notes this has in it. This is described as being deeper, more dense with tuberose and gourmand notes. So the top notes on this one are bergamot, orange, pear, pink pepper, and black currant buds. And black currant is a note that you will see that is a running theme throughout a lot of these. Apparently I love black currant, so most of these fragrances do have a black currant note in them. Okay, moving on. The heart is intense flowers such as iris pallida, I'm not sure how you say that, tuberose, ylang ylang, sambac jasmine, and orange blossom, and base notes, and a base note, I should say, of hazelnut cream accord. So that hazelnut in here just grounds this and makes it and turns it to into a gourmand fragrance. It's so stunning. I love this. This is never headache inducing on me. It's sweet, but not saccharine sweet. It's creamy, it's beautiful, and I love nutty notes in perfumes as well. So yeah, that's my first pick. Second pick is an affordable pick for you. So this is Love by Sofia Vergara. Oh, I love this. This has a coffee note in it. But when I spray this on my skin, this dries down to caramel. It dries down to just caramel on my skin, and it is so, so beautiful. So let's see, the top notes on this one are mandarin, passion fruit, green apple, and orange blossom. So it does have a nice lightness to it. The heart is Colombian coffee blossom, purple orchid, orris root, and magnolia. And the base is ambrette seed, praline, and vanilla. So that praline is very, very dominant on my skin in the dry down. I love this. It's sweet. It's sweet without being gourmand. It's bright. This lasts on my skin forever. I can put this on in the morning and 8 hours later I can still smell it. And this is so affordable. I think I paid maybe $21 for this huge bottle, and I think this is a 3.4 ounce bottle. The writing is so dark and I can't see, my old eyes can't see, but just, yeah, super, super affordable. So if you're into sweet gourmands, I think that this is a great pick. Okay, moving right along, the next one I have is Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, and this is the Nuit Blanche edition. So this is coffee, orange blossom, white musk, rice, bourbon, vanilla absolute, and sandalwood. This is beautiful. I like this just a touch more than the original, but it's basically got everything else. So it smells very, very similar. And it's just beautiful. It's soft, it's warm, it's cozy, it's sweet, it's vanilla, it's beautiful. I love this. My only complaint with this one is that it does not last long on my skin. I get maybe 2 hours out of this fragrance, and for being as expensive as this is, that is just, to me, that's not good. It's not very acceptable, but I do love this fragrance. I think it's beautiful. Okay, my next one, this is one of my favorites. I absolutely love wearing this in fall because to me, fall is all about the sweets. I think of Halloween, I think of candy, I think of pumpkins and warm cider and apple pie and spices and coziness, and I love fall. It is my favorite season of the year. So this next one I have is DKNY, and this is Be Delicious, but this is the Golden Delicious version. So I have used quite a bit of this. I don't have a ton of it left. This is one of my favorites though. The lid on this is difficult to get off though because it's like a, oh my goodness, I love this so much. This is one that I bought, I think this is just a 1/2 ounce bottle. Yeah, this is just a little 1/2 ounce bottle, and I bought it just to kind of test it out, not knowing how much I was going to love this. This is one that I'm definitely going to be picking up a full size of when I run out of this one. So the top notes on this are Golden Delicious Apple, Orange Blossom, Mirabelle Plum. That is another note that you will see that is kind of a running theme that I love in my perfumes is plum. Heart note of White Rose, Casablanca Lily, Lily of the Valley, Vanilla Orchid, and base notes of Sandalwood and Teak. So this is just beautiful. It's a little bit deeper, more dense. It's not quite as syrupy as the original. It's just beautiful. It's just absolutely stunning. It's got like a warm woodiness to it that the original doesn't have, but it's still, you can still get that apple in it, and it's just gorgeous. I love this so much. With that being said, I do have the original Be Tempted here, as well as the Be Delicious, as well as the Be Desired. There is a Be Tempted, I just don't own it. So yes, the original has green notes of violet leaf, apple, grapefruit, magnolia, heart notes of tuberose, lily of the valley, rose, and violet, and base notes of sandalwood, amber, and musk. This one is nostalgic for me. Oh, gosh, I remember when this very first came out. The year this came out was the year that I was really, really hardcore getting into makeup and fragrance. It was when I first started shopping at Sephora. So I remember so distinctly smelling this on everybody and this being like the hot perfume that everybody was wearing, that all the department stores were pushing, that it was in the window displays of every place. And so this is just really nostalgic for me, and I keep it for that reason, though I do prefer the Golden Delicious much more. And the Be Desired is also really nice. So Be Desired is top notes of orange, black currant, again, violet leaf, iced grapefruit, has heart notes of acacia flower, cassis absolute, Asian jasmine, Turkish rose, and base notes of cedar, cashmere, and amber wood. So it's really beautiful. This one smells like the original, but it's got like a deepness to it that the original doesn't. It's still fresh, you still get the apple, but you get probably the least amount of apple in the Be Desired in the three that I have. The apple note is very, very muted in this compared to the other two. So there's that one. Okay, next one I have is another very, very affordable one that I adore. So this is the Zara, and this is for men actually. It is targeted for men. It is the tobacco collection, and it is called Rich, Warm, Addictive. Now, my husband wears this a ton. We both wear this, and I love this so much. It's perfectly unisex. A man could wear it, a woman could wear it. It's just stunning. It's sweet. Oh my gosh, it's just so good. Okay, so the notes on this one are tobacco, coconut, sandalwood, honey, and cedar. And you can smell all of those things. The honey is beautiful. It's not too strong. It's not too overpowering. There's no single note in here that is too strong or overpowering of the others. The tobacco is definitely the most dominant note. You definitely get a beautiful, sweet pipe tobacco smell with this. but it's tempered by the honey and the coconut. But the coconut is like a beautiful watery coconut smell. It's not a suntan lotion coconut. It's just gorgeous. So I want to say this was like 20 bucks or something from Zara, and it's, oh my gosh. And this is a 3.4 ounce too, and my husband and I have both been using the heck out of this, and you can see it's barely even dented. And if I can, yeah, we still have just barely put a dent in it, and we've both been using this for like months. So really, really good value for the money with that one. Okay, the next one I have to talk about is one of my favorites. This is the Guerlain Mon Exclusive, and this is, I love this. I love this little bottle. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. So this is fresh fern, oriental notes, lavender, sandalwood, caramel, salted butter, coumarin, and vanilla. And I definitely get the caramel and the salted butter. Those are probably the most dominant notes. You get the freshness of the lavender and the fern. It's just beautiful. I love this fragrance. If you have Mon Guerlain, you probably don't need this, but this is just different enough. This is deeper, it's sweeter, it's more syrupy than the Mon Guerlain. So if you can track this down and you are into these types of fragrances, and if you love Mon Guerlain, I would highly, highly suggest picking this up if you can find it, because it's beautiful. It's just really beautiful. This is a sweet, warm, cozy fragrance that is just going to be so perfect for fall. So there is that one. Next one I have to talk about is newer to my collection. This is the Ralph Lauren Woman Intense. So, oh my goodness. This would be good for any time of year. You really could get away with this any time of year. But this is... Sorry, I have a cat that is going crazy in here. He's trying to climb the blinds, so I'm sorry. If you can hear that in the background, I apologize. He's acting crazy. Okay, so this is sweet and fresh, but it's kind of spicy and deep at the same time. It's just really a beautiful fragrance. So, okay, so this has top notes of blackcurrant, again, pink pepper, neroli and rhubarb, heart notes of tuberose, orange blossom, and sambac jasmine, and base notes of black vanilla, sandalwood, and amberwood. And this is stunning. This is going to be such a warm, cozy, sweet fragrance for the fall, and I cannot wait to get more use out of this one. Okay, next one I just have a little baby. This is a 1/2 ounce size of this. This is the Organza Indecence. So, this is not a super complex perfume by any means. Oh my goodness, and the first thing I smell when I smell this is cinnamon. It really is like a cinnamon fragrance, but a wearable cinnamon. It's so beautiful. It smells like pumpkin bread, but cinnamon. Like if you just could imagine like a not red hot cinnamon, like the actual spice cinnamon. It's so, so beautiful. So the notes in this one are cinnamon, patchouli, musk, and amber. That's all that I found listed for it. This was made in 1999, so it's definitely an older fragrance, but it's beautiful. It doesn't smell old. It doesn't smell dated. It smells warm and spicy, and really all I smell when I smell this is cinnamon. It's just stunning. So there is that one. Serious. Kitty, 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 kitty. Serious. Stop that. Okay, the next one I have to talk about is Mugler's Angel Muse. So I love this fragrance. This is sweet and syrupy and warm and cozy and comforting and everything that I'm looking for in a fall fragrance. So this is a pretty complex perfume from what I remember. I think it has quite a few notes in it, but the notes that I wrote down are the most dominant notes. Okay, so this has grapefruit, pink pepper, hazelnut, cocoa, and I think it's supposed to be kind of like a Nutella type smell, like a hazelnut cocoa or like a chocolate hazelnut type smell. Patchouli and Vetiver. So this is stunning. I feel like this could be unisex also. It's quite sweet, but I feel like that a man could wear this just as easily as a woman. It's just a stunning fragrance. Like I say, it's warm and it's syrupy and it's sweet and it's nutty and it's just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I have not met a Mugler fragrance yet that I don't like except Womanity. I don't dislike it, I just don't love it. I don't love it the way that I love most of his other fragrances. So, okay, moving right along. I still have quite a few to go, so I'm gonna try to not talk about these too much. So the next one that I have to talk about is Sexy Amber by Michael Kors. You wanna say hey?
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello. And we got our cat back, at least.
We did. That's the cat that's trying to get out, that's causing all the ruckus. We had a stray cat come around and he was a male and he's still hanging around, and so it made my male cat leave, and so my male cat finally came home, and I'm trying to keep him locked in the house because we're about to move, and I'm trying to keep him locked in the house so that I can get him and take him with me so that he doesn't disappear and I have to end up leaving him behind because I don't want to do that. So if he climbs the walls, that's what's just going to have to happen because I have to keep him inside. But anyways, there's that. Okay, so back to the perfume. So this is Sexy Amber by Michael Kors, and oh my gosh, I love this fragrance so much. This right here is like my favorite type of fragrance. This is what the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist Essence smells like. It smells very similar to this, and I just love these fragrances. There's something so sexy and sultry and womanly about them. They just smell stunning. I love them. But anyways, let me talk about the notes in this. So this is warm amber, white flowers, and sandalwood. It's simple, but it's beautiful. It's powdery. It's just stunning. If you don't like powdery fragrances, I would stay away from these stay away from this. This has a touch of sweetness to it, but not in a gourmand type sweetness.
Oh, and by the way, guys, my dad named the stray cat Mumford.
He named the stray cat Mumford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this has a powderiness to it and a sweetness to it that's more like a skin powderiness and a skin sweetness, if that makes any sense. It's not like a gourmand, like you want to eat it sweetness. It's beautiful. I love this. This makes me feel very grown up when I wear this. Not that I'm not grown up, I'm definitely grown up, but it makes me feel mature when I wear this, but in a sexy way, not in a dated way. So yeah, I love this fragrance, and I love the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist Essence, which I probably should have just put in with this as well because they're very, very similar type fragrances. Okay, now my next two fragrances I absolutely love, and I've been waiting all year to wear these because I bought these early on in the year, and to me these are very, very fall, even though this next one I'm about to talk about really could be worn any time of year. Oh my goodness. So this is Alexandria fragrances, and this is the Vanilla Doree. So this is a dupe for Guerlain's Spiritus Double Vanille, and I am going to track down a decant of the Guerlain because every perfume that I own, that I also own the Alexandria or Layered dupe for, smells exactly the same. So I want to go ahead and get a decant of the Spiritus Double Vanille so that I can compare it to the Vanilla Doree, and then I can definitely tell you if it's a dupe or not. And if it is, that would be amazing because the Guerlain is like $280, I think, and the Alexandria fragrances is $42.99. So oh, I love this so much. This is a stunning fragrance. This is Vanilla Benzoin Incense, Cedar, Ylang Ylang, Pink Pepper, Bulgarian Rose, Bergamot, and Jasmine. And this lasts forever on my skin. I can spray this in the morning. I still smell it beautifully 8 hours later when I get home. I absolutely love this. Yeah, I'm gonna track down a decant, like I said, so that I can let you know if it is a dupe for the Guerlain. Okay, so the next fragrance I have to talk about is another Alexandria fragrance, and it's another one that I adore. This is called Fade to Black, and this is a dupe of the of Kilian's Back to Black. So, oh my gosh, this is one of those that I have like a physical reaction when I smell it because it smells so good. So let me just read you the notes. This has quite a few notes in it. It is quite a complex perfume, or I think these are actually supposed to be cologne. So they're marketed more towards men. But to me, these are totally unisex. Anybody can wear them. I mean, all fragrance is unisex, of course, but oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. So the notes on this are white honey, tobacco, cherry, and you really get the tobacco and the cherry. Those are very prominent notes, and as well as the honey. You get a ton of honey. Those three notes are probably the most prominent. They're beautiful. So white honey, tobacco, cherry, vanilla, raspberry, almond, gingerbread, tonka bean, amber, chamomile, nutmeg, saffron, benzoin, olibanum, I don't know what that is, patchouli, oak, French labdanum, cardamom, Virginia cedar, coriander, geranium, and bergamot. So lots going on in this one. Oh my gosh, but it's so beautiful. This smells like a really expensive type pipe tobacco. Like you would go into a specialty like pipe tobacco shop and ask for like a cherry vanilla almond honey sweet pipe tobacco. Oh my gosh, this is the most stunning fragrance. Yeah, again, I don't have the Kilian, so I will definitely order a decant of that one, and I will put it up against this one and let you know. But my experience with Alexandria as well as Layered, well, I shouldn't say Alexandria because these are the only two fragrances I have, and I don't have the fragrances that they're actually dupes for, but I know with my Layered fragrances, the ones that I have dupes for smell exactly the same, or like 98% the same. So I definitely need to get some decants of the real ones of these so I can let you know. But anyways, those are those, and I love them so much. Okay, the next one I have to talk about is this little guy right here. This is Alien Essence Absolu, and this is just a stunning fragrance.
It looks like an alien Dracula.
It looks like an alien Dracula, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Really cool little bottle. So the notes on this one are white jasmine flowers, orris root, animalistic black vanilla pod, incense, myrrh, white amber, and cashmere wood. And this is so beautiful. And I just sprayed this on my mom like a couple weeks ago, and the first thing she said was, that smells just like root beer. And it really does. That's not the first thing that I get when I smell it, just because it smells quite similar to the original Alien to me. It just smells like a creamier kind of little bit of a gourmand version of original Alien, but it smells enough like the original Alien that that's what my mind thinks of when I smell it. But my mom, who's not as familiar with fragrance as I am, the first thing she said was that it smelled like root beer. Oh my gosh, and it's beautiful. This one, I wish it lasted on my skin for longer, because it doesn't last as long as the original Alien does, but that's okay. I still love it so much, and yeah, so that's that one. Okay, the next one that I have to talk about is Elie Saab's Girl If Now. So this one, oh my goodness, this one is perfect any time of year. This can be worn all 4 seasons, day or night, really any time of year, but this has just a beautiful sweetness that is really comforting, and it's got a creaminess to it that I feel like is just going to be so stunning in the cold weather. I haven't worn this in the cold weather yet, so I'm not sure what it's going to be like, but I just feel like in the cold weather, that sweetness is just really going to dry down to something beautiful. And so yeah, this is Mandarin Orange, Pear, Pistachio. I love pistachio in a fragrance as well. Orange Blossom, Magnolia, Almond. Almond is another one of my favorite notes. Patchouli, cashmere, tonka bean, and almond milk. So yeah, this is a cozy, beautiful, sweet, pretty, feminine, just gorgeous, syrupy, but not sickening. Just beautiful fragrance. So I'm really excited to test this one out in the colder weather. Okay, the next one I have to talk about is a Nina Ricci perfume, and this is like Stays, and this is gorgeous. This is probably the least unique out of all of these, I would say. This definitely smells like a lot of other fragrances out there, but it's got a depth to it. It's like a warm floral is what this one is. This is not gourmand. This doesn't have like vanilla. It's not creamy. It's more of like a warm floral. A very fall, winter appropriate floral. So this is white petals, rose, pink pepper, Siamese benzoin, Virginian cedar, musk, and amber. So I was right. There's no vanilla. There's no tonka. There's nothing. Oh gosh, there's nothing that's gonna make this smell, you know, gourmand. But it's a beautiful, warm, white floral. And this is, the perfumer on this is Francis Kurkdjian, and a lot of his perfumes smell very similar to my nose, and this has a hint of the Narciso Rodriguez, the one in the black bottle. This definitely has a hint of that fragrance. This one's warmer though, and this one has a much less rose in it. So yeah, this is just really beautiful. I'm really excited to have this one because it's different. It's very much a departure from any of the other ones that I have spoken about so far, just because, like I say, this is definitely more of a floral and less of a creamy vanilla bakery type gourmand. So good one to pick up if you're not into those gourmand scents but still want something warm and cozy for the fall and winter. So okay, the next one I've got to talk about, this is one of my newer acquisitions, and I absolutely love this fragrance. This is the Alaia, and this is the Blanche. So I've ordered both of these. The black one hasn't come in yet, which I'm super excited to get that one because I've heard so many people say so many good things about it. But I did see this one. I was scrolling through Mercari, and somebody was selling this for a very, very good price, so I snatched it up. And I am so glad I did because this is beautiful. This is in the vein of like Hypnotic Poison. Don't get me wrong, it is not a dupe. It doesn't smell like Hypnotic Poison. It's not like, I would never say that this is a dupe for Hypnotic Poison. It's not. But it's in that same vein. It's got that same, I want to say it's similar without, it's very similar. Let's just say that. It's very similar. It's not, you don't get the strong licorice note in this that you do in the Hypnotic Poison. Oh my goodness, but they're very, very similar fragrances, but very different, if that makes any sense. If you like Hypnotic Poison, I think you'll really like this because it's got a very similar vibe to it. So let's talk about the notes on this. This is white flowers, vanilla, solar notes, powdery notes, and musk. And yeah, this has that same kind of powderiness that the Hypnotic Poison has. It's got that sweetness that Hypnotic Poison has. It's very, very similar. It's got a ton of vanilla in it. It just is, it's missing that licorice note. So if you're not a fan of the anise note in the Hypnotic Poison, I think this would be a good one for you to try because this is like all of those things and it's got that same vibe to it, the same feel, but it doesn't have that licorice note in it. So yeah, this is stunning. This is warm and sweet and lots of vanilla and just it's powdery. It's feminine. It's going to be so cozy and beautiful with sweaters in the fall and winter, and I'm super excited to have picked this up. Okay, and then the last fragrance I have to talk about is the newest to my collection, and I just ordered this in the Sephora VIB sale, and this is the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. So as soon as I saw this fragrance on their website, I knew I had to have it. This is so beautiful. I love this fragrance. I wish it lasted longer on my skin, but typically vanilla heavy fragrances tend to not last a long time on my skin. So, but that's okay because I did purchase it in the roller ball, which will be great to throw in my bag, and I can just reapply it as needed. So Vanilla Woods has very few notes in it. Top note is pear, heart note is rose, base notes are caramel, amber, and vanilla. And it is a very simple smelling fragrance. It is not complex by any means. You definitely get that crisp pear, you get the floral rose, and you definitely get the caramel and the vanilla, and then the woods, and it's just beautiful. It's a really, really beautiful, feminine, warm fragrance. It's just going to be great for the fall. So anyways, guys, like I said, let me know if you want me to do a part 2 with more kind of fall appropriate fragrances, because I have tons of them and I would be happy to share more with you. I am going to do a full collection video very soon, definitely within the next month. That's my goal, is to have a full collection video done by October, because I will be all moved by then, and I will have my collection set up again and everything unboxed, so I will be able to do a collection video. I am going to go a little bit more in depth with my collection video, so it may be 2 or 3 parts. But anyways, let me know if you're interested in a part 2 for this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!